so you did bring digital motors in conversation at some point, right? And you mentioned that, what, do we start in certain area of the business first? How do we actually assess, how businesses can assess which motor is the most critical for them at this point of time?
Yeah, and what we do is we give them a score for every motor. But what we say to them is, yeah, but unless you're going to address the one that sets the tone for the organization, you are not really going to have success, because you can excel on something, but the organization is still, where it always was. And in fact, you have a greater disconnect, because now you have something that's shiny, that performs to a certain level and then falls apart when it meets the real organization. And one of the big issues, we find is that, companies start out and, they're analog. And then they hear of digital and they say, well, we better do some of this digital stuff, right? But quite often they think about the digital organization as a separate organization, right? So we got our core business over here. We have the digital business over here, right? And actually, it's the one organization and it's the one business, right? And really what they need to get to is they have one business that has a digital perspective, right? But their mindset is, we will run them, as two organizations. And actually, we'll create internal conflict between them, because, the incumbent guys, well, they don't want to give ground to these new guys. And you have this, as opposed to saying, well, actually, we have one business. It needs to have a digital perspective and it needs to move forward on that basis. And that's a totally different mindset than, we'll build something separate over here and sure, we'll see how it goes. And too many organizations are doing the latter.